Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. I haven't done one of these on my channel in quite some time, so I figured, why not? You know what I mean? So the thing I really want to, I guess, discuss is, I'm using these cucumber coconut water wipes. I got them from TJ Maxx, I think. They smell really good and they get off all your makeup, which I removed my makeup last night. So, washing my face. So I have like a clean palette to start my makeup. Anyway, so the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is negative thoughts versus positive thoughts and how to better create a more positive headspace. I am not an expert on this at all because quite frankly and quite honestly, I tend to let negative thoughts drown out any positive thoughts that I have usually. I guess I've always kind of struggled with low self-esteem, but you know, putting myself on YouTube has really forced me to like address some of my self-esteem issues, because when you put yourself on any kind of public social media platform, you're really putting yourself out there, you know, and you could possibly get a lot of negative or hate remarks. You could get a lot of, you know, positive type remarks. I mean, the possibilities are really endless when it comes to being on any kind of social media platform. I am lucky right now because my channel is a smaller channel that I do not have really any hate comments as of right now. So I'm lucky in that aspect because I could definitely see how that could quickly affect someone who is on social media. Also, I'm using the professional, am I crooked? I don't know. Using the professional primer. Look at the shininess. Isn't it great? I'm using this as a primer to put around my face. So I'm just gonna throw some on this big old forehead. I pretty much like only prime my like T-zone area, I guess you could say. Anyway, so like, I don't know, over the last couple of days I've really been struggling with like motivation and trying to maintain a positive headspace. And I feel like a lot of things have like been coming against me. I know that Mercury was just in retrograde and I usually try to blame some of that on that, but she's out, so what's the deal? You know, I really try to like, when I feel negative and start having negative thoughts, I really try to like refocus that energy and like think about positive things, goals that I'm trying to achieve. So like, for example, I really want to buy a house, so like we're in the process of trying to do that. So I just constantly think, I want a house, and I like visualize being in the house and try to manifest those thoughts. A lot of people think that when you think about it and you manifest it, it comes into fruition. So I've been trying to do that. But it is very easy to, when you're not meeting your goals and the time that you anticipated meeting them, it's very easy to like get really down on yourself. And that's kind of where I've been over the last few days. I'm using this BB cream by NYX. I love this stuff. It is like super lightweight, but it smooths, moisturizes, primes, and preps, and it's mineral infused. I really like this. So I'm going to be using my extremely disgusting beauty blender. Another trick that I try, and I need to really start doing this again because I've kind of let myself go in this aspect, because I used to do this a lot when I was a little bit younger, is I would journal and I would write down weekly, monthly, yearly type goals, which back then my goals were really small and I guess more easily achievable, or so I thought at the time anyway. And I don't know, I guess from being young to now, my cup tends to be half empty more than half full, which I hate to even say it like that because that just makes me sound like such a negative person. But I've had a lot of life experience over the last, I'll say, 10 to 15 years that has made me more of a realist than anything else. And I know a lot of people probably would say, well, if you're a realist, then you tend to see the negative side of things more than the positive. But like I said, life experience sometimes slaps you in the face and it gives you a big fat reality check. It makes you realize that things are not always as they seem, and to expect the best but prepare for the worst. So I guess you can say that is how I look at things now. But what I've decided to start doing is I'm going to get, well, I already have it. I got a notebook, bought some notebook paper, like super middle school style. And every single day, starting today, which I haven't done it yet, but I am going to do it today after I finish getting ready, I'm going to write down my weekly goals, my monthly goals, and my yearly goals. And I'm going to write it down every single day, no matter what. Hopefully at the beginning of the day. That's my goal as of right now. Okay, so that way, that's the first thing on my mind. After I get up, me and my son get us dressed, get us fed, you know, all that good stuff. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write in my journal. So, and at the end of the day, I'm also going to write down what happened during the day. And I'm going to write down my favorite thing that happened that day. So, and then something that was not so great that happened about that day. So basically it's going to be like a rose and a thorn situation. So like the rose is the positive thing, the thorn is the negative thing. And if it's something that's negative that happened that I can change or I can work on, then I will definitely notate that on the side of that it's something that I need to work on, or it's something that I need to just ignore and move on from and not worry about it again. Because some things are just out of your control, and the sooner you learn that, the better. So right now I'm going to be taking this Morphe. It's the Second Nature palette, if you guys can see that. So those are some things that I'm going to be doing to try to combat these not so happy, positive thoughts that keep creeping into my brain. You know, being on YouTube, it's so much fun. Like, I love making content. Like, I cannot even tell you guys like how much I enjoy making content. But it gets frustrating when you work your booty off and you don't really see any return on that. So as far as like, you know, gaining subscribers, having comments and likes on your videos, having people share your videos, you know, it's disheartening, especially when you commit to supporting other people and they don't necessarily support you back. So it can be really frustrating and upsetting and disheartening to put yourself out there and then have those situations happen. I like to support people who I genuinely enjoy their content, and I feel like some people say they're gonna support me and then they end up unsubscribing, which is, I'd rather just you not subscribe at all, you know? And I appreciate my subscribers more than I can even express, because you're taking a chance on me. You know, like, you don't know me from Adam. You don't know anything about me. You're just seeing what I'm putting out on the internet, taking it at face value and liking it and watching it. And like, I just appreciate that so much. Like, I can't even express to you guys how much it means to me. I know some of you are devout followers, like you watch every video, and I know some of you, you know, are newer and you've only watched a few videos. I appreciate all of you just the same. Anytime anybody takes time out of their day to watch one of my videos, I just really appreciate it, and I want you guys to know that. And I hope to be able to one day figure out a way to kind of pay you guys back and pay it forward and really show you how much you guys mean to me. So just know that. I am using, let's see what color this is, the Ablaze right now, which is like this bright ass orange color. And I'm running my mouth so much, so I'm not like blending it that great. This is not a makeup tutorial. This is just me chit-chatting and also letting you guys know what products I'm using. If you hear all that crazy noise in the background, I'm letting my son watch Blippi for the first time, which I don't know, I never really like checked it out or paid attention to it, and I always thought it was like some creepy, which it is kind of like a creepy weird guy, but he's like educational, you know. And my son seems to be pretty enthralled right now. So if you guys are struggling with these same kind of feelings of self-doubt, or you know, trying to, yes, what are you doing? Yeah, I love you. If you guys are struggling with these same feelings of self-doubt and negativity, definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know how you guys personally combat these kind of feelings, because I feel like most people have the same kind of general method for redirecting those thoughts, but I definitely would love any kind of added things that you guys do to get your head on right, because I be struggling, and that's completely normal. It's completely human. It's completely normal. It's not anything to be ashamed of, and it's not anything to be making you feel even worse than you already feel, because it's completely normal and completely human. And I know some people struggle more than others. Big hug to you guys. Airplane. So like I said, definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know how you guys combat some of these negative feelings and negative thoughts. I also know that like your mental state, like I know a lot of people, it like wax and wanes, you know, like you might have like several good weeks where like you're so happy and you don't have any anxiety or any depressive feelings or things like that, and then out of nowhere it's like boom, sad or anxious, and there's like no real reason. It just comes out of nowhere. And I know like that's really hard to deal with, because it happens to me. I'll be having, you know, several good weeks or several good days, and then all of a sudden I will just be really anxious for no reason or really sad for no reason. And I think that's all normal too. I don't think you necessarily need to run out and, you know, get medicated or, and I know for me, and I know I'm like all over the place here, but I also know like in my situation, if I'm like not eating healthy and I'm not taking care of myself, I notice a very big change in my mental health. I definitely am one of those people that believes that your gut health can definitely affect your brain. Like your stomach is considered a second brain. Some people really think that. I'm one of those people, because I know like when I eat healthy and I exercise, like I feel better, I think better, and I have really been letting myself go. I'm using this LA Colors Shape It Up contour palette. It's cheap and kind of gross, and that's all I have right now, so that's what I'm using. I'm using the banana shade to go under my eyes. And I really need to clean my brushes, like, we're not talking about it. Yeah, so when I eat healthy and I take care of myself, like I feel better. And I'm not saying that people that eat healthy and that exercise don't get depressed, because that ain't it at all. If you are one of those people, then you know what I mean. Another thing is like I put on some weight recently, and that always makes me feel bad about myself. So then I just start snowballing into like negative Nancy land, and I just let my thoughts get the best of me. And I really hate that about myself sometimes, because I want to be positive. So anyone who struggles with these feelings of anxiety, depressions, you know, I am more of an anxious person than I am a depressed person. But sometimes when I get really, really anxious about something, I can tend to start feeling depressed, because my anxiety just takes over. It can make me doubt myself more and cause me to feel more negative. I really think that doing this journaling is going to help me a ton, because I know when I used to do it when I was younger, it definitely helped me, especially journaling, because like it gave me the opportunity to get stuff off my chest without going to somebody and sound like I'm complaining or I'm venting or I'm unloading. Sometimes unloading on paper is so therapeutic that you don't need anything else. Like, you don't need anything else. And I'm a firm believer of in therapy. I think therapy is very beneficial. I used to be in therapy. I no longer am. Not for any reason. I just... Oh yeah, and I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I was in therapy a couple times, once as a teenager, once as an adult, and it helped me tremendously. I do think that me starting to journal and write down my feelings, write down my goals, I think it's going to help me tremendously as well. And I highly encourage you guys to do it. I know journaling has become a really trendy thing, and people are like bullet journaling and, you know, all this stuff. And I think it's great. I think that society has created such a fake expectation of like how people are supposed to look and how people are supposed to dress and how people are supposed to act and how people, you know, are supposed to eat and work out. And it's just, a lot of it is unrealistic and some of it is completely fake, and I think it causes people a lot of self-doubt and low self-esteem to see all these people on social media that look perfect and they have perfect lives and they have a perfect wardrobe and a perfect house and a perfect car. And, you know, sometimes that's just not realistic for everyone, and I think that is what causes a lot of people anxiety, depression, self-doubt, low self-esteem, is because you feel like everyone around you is reaching these expectations and you're not, and that's just not the reality. You know, I guarantee 75% of us are thinking the same thing, and we're all in the same boat. I think we need to really work on just being real, being our authentic selves and showing our real sides of us, like what our lives, I mean, you don't have to share every single thing about your life, but you know, sometimes it's good to not share all the good stuff. Sometimes you need to share the bad stuff or the sad stuff or whatever you're comfortable sharing, of course, you know, but I think that really helps people who are going through similar things as you. Just realistic things, tragedies, those are all normal things that people go through, and I think sometimes sharing those, when you're comfortable sharing it, can help people and makes the world more realistic for people who don't have the perfect life and who don't live up to this unrealistic expectations. And I think that we take all of that for granted. I mean, I definitely want to share the happy moments, the good moments, because a lot of times, like, you work your butt off to get where you are, and you deserve to share that. I'm using the Balm Springs blush. I guess Balm Springs is the shade. I think everyone should share the good. I think people should share the bad. I just think you need to be real and you need to be authentic, especially when you're on social media and you have a following and, you know, you have all these platforms and you have people who look up to you. I think that, you know, you definitely need to live a true and authentic life, even on social media, because you don't know whose life you could be affecting, either positively or negatively. So I definitely think, you know, as a creator, you should want to lift people up and raise people up. And I don't know, that's just my take on it as someone who is on both sides of things. I mean, I'm not super influential, like I don't have a huge following of people yet, but, you know, I see it from both sides now, I guess you could say. And I can also see, like, how easy it is to want to put on this fake persona or this unrealistic persona, because it's what brings people to your channel in a lot of cases, or brings people to your Instagram in a lot of cases. And I just think, you know, you should be authentic, and if that's your authentic side, then that's your authentic side, and that's great. And I love that. I love that. I love if you have all good things, you have so much to show, so much to be happy for. Like, I want to see that. I want to see that too. Like, I want to see that just as much as I want to see any of the rest of it, because that is your authentic self, and that is what makes you who you are. I think I'm just like babbling now. I don't know. I keep losing my train of thought because I'm trying to multitask here with all of the things. Highlighter and precious petals because of something that you saw on social media that made you feel inadequate or whatever. Just know that there's a good chance that that person is only showing the good parts of their life because that's what they want to share. And just know that everybody struggles, everybody has bad days, everybody has hard times, and just don't give up hope and don't give up on yourself, because you are your own worst critic, but you are also your biggest fan. The only person who can really pump yourself up enough to do something that you want to do and something that you love. And don't give up. Set those goals, set them way high, and work your booty off to achieve them, whatever it takes. Just don't give up. Don't give up just because you have a bad day. Don't give up just because you have a bad week. Don't give up just because you have a bad month or a bad year. Like, keep pushing towards those goals. And if writing them down every day, like I'm going to be doing, helps you get there, helps me get there, then we are doing it. No matter what it takes, we are doing this together. So definitely, like, I want you guys, if you are going to do this with me, let me know. And let's hold each other accountable. Let's do this, man. Like, I'm ready to turn my brain frown upside down. And I hate that I just said that, but it is what it is, okay? So now I'm using this NYX. Now it's on the floor. I'm using this NYX brow pencil, the micro brow pencil, and I'm using it in ash brown, which is not my normal color, but I accidentally picked it up by mistake, and I don't hate it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate it. I want to help you guys, and by helping you guys, I want to help myself try to stay happy, try to stay positive, and just keep your goals as your main focus, and don't worry about any of the other stuff, because I feel like when you cloud your brain with all the other stuff, you're getting in your own way of your own success. And I know, like, woo, that's a tough pill to swallow, right? Like, getting in your own way of your own success. When you start doubting yourself, this is hard to do. When you start doubting yourself and letting someone else's success make you feel like you're not doing good on your end, you're getting in the way of your own success. I mean, plain and simple. And letting your negative thoughts overtake your brain is getting in the way of your own success. Do these brows look good? I think they look pretty good. I really hope this video is not like all over the place. I feel like it kind of is, so I apologize in advance, but I'm gonna put some jelly gel on these browy wowies. And I realized I didn't bronze, but I don't really care. I got a little bit of a face tan. Alright, friends, so to sum up this video, hopefully it all made sense, but I just want you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy physically and mentally. I want us to all support each other, to love each other, and just try to make the world a better place. I know that sounds cheesy and cliche, but, you know, little acts of kindness go a long way, and whatever you need to do, as long as it's healthy and it's not harming anyone or yourself, whatever you need to do to be mentally, emotionally healthy, do it. If it's journaling, if it's bullet journaling, if it's exercising, if it's eating healthy, if it's vlogging on YouTube, if it's uploading on Instagram, whatever it is, do it. Do it and don't doubt it, and just keep climbing, girl or boy, or, you know, whatever. Just keep climbing, and we will all get there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for letting me vent and letting me get some stuff off my chest. I do feel a lot better now, even though I'm like basically talking to myself, but I feel like I'm just like talking to my friend and like hanging out with my friends, and you guys are my friends, and I appreciate it. And thank you always for watching, and if you're new, please subscribe. Definitely give this video a thumbs up, and like I said, leave me a comment down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.